Concord and Lexington battle, April 19, 1775. The rebels have concealed valuable military supplies in the small town of Concord. They have anticipated our expedition and have mobilized militias in the area. Will you confront them? Don't fire till you see the whites of their eyes, boys. Welcome back, or welcome for the very first time to Worms and Warriors. We're back here with Ultimate General American Revolution. It's the British campaign and we're heading into episode 2. If you missed the first episode, you missed a bit of the setup, so if you're interested in that kind of thing, go back and check it out. It's the run-up to the war still. It's March the 22nd, 1775, and things are progressing towards war. Before we get started, let's have a quick look at our production efforts. We are producing Brown Bess muskets. We've got 11 factories going, and a whole bunch of them are busy with our Brown Besses, producing 23 per day, which doesn't sound like very many, and I don't think it is very many. We've got 180 in the storage. We've got 3 of our factories building up some 3-pounder Galloper guns. These are small field artillery pieces. Once that's completed, it's less than 1 day to go. They'll be working on the Bloemfield 6-pounders for some ships. We're working on some merchant shipping. We're building some sloops, which are almost completed as well. But we need some artillery to actually kit those out, and we have none at the moment. So once we've got some Galloper guns and we keep working on the Brown Besses, we'll start working on equipping some more ships. As well as that, we're working on like colony organization, supply and logistics, the garrison command stuff here, intelligence gathering. We're kind of just getting everything started. I'm leaving the salary for soldiers as it is, bounty, I'm leaving all that stuff as it is. I don't really know what it does, to be honest. I mean, obviously salary will pay more, so you'll get more recruits. Bounty is like, the bounty will mean the money you're paying out to soldiers for signing up. So the more you give, I guess the more soldiers will join up, and the more you take away, the fewer will, because people won't want to join for less money. But anyway, I'm leaving that as it is because I really don't know what effect that has. And we're doing quite well with money at the moment. We've got money coming in, so that's fine. I'm leaving that as it is. I've just noticed these little lines underneath these guys. I'm not sure what that means. Doesn't seem to come up with anything. Another thing to mention is that I'm slightly concerned because I loaded this game up just now and it took a while to load up. So I don't know if that's because it's early access or if that's just how long it takes, but it took a good few minutes, which is not great. You can have some problems with early access games, of course. So once again, if you missed the previous episode, why not go back and check that out? If you are new here, hit that subscribe button, follow the series along. If you like this kind of content, we do all sorts of games like this on this channel. This is the first time I'm playing this game, the first time I'm playing this campaign, I should say. I enjoyed the first episode. I thought it was pretty good. I'm not sure why this is lit up on the little mini-map. Don't know what that little square means. Or diamond, whatever you want to call it. I'm expecting the war to kick off, obviously, in Massachusetts at some point soonish. I can't remember the exact date, but we'll have a fight at Lexington and Concord, even at some point in 1775. I mean, I could look it up, but I'm not going to bother. We'll just let it come as a surprise, or a surprise for me at least. I'm sure some of you guys know when that happened, but I don't. I do know, of course, that the war started in earnest on July the 4th, 1776, when independence was declared. So, in terms of armies and forces, what have we got here? We've got our main force at Boston, just under 2,500 men, 3 infantry regiments and some cavalry, some dragoons. Just a quick note that infantry regiments at this time worked a little different from how you may view them. I mean, obviously if you're an expert of this kind of period, then you'll know fine well how they work, but for people who are more familiar with the kind of Napoleonic system, mostly, I mean, in this game, certainly, artillery is attached to an infantry regiment. If you choose it to be, you can build your own regiments any way you want, kind of with which companies you would like. So you get, usually what I do is I'll have like 3 or 4 Fusilier companies, which is just musket troops, along with 1 artillery battery, and then either some skirmishers or some grenadiers, depending on how I feel like setting that up. So let's have a quick look in England. We've got Aitchison's fleet coming in 5 days with some reinforcements, 1,100 infantry and 160 dragoons, along with 8 guns. And then we've got Cornwallis's fleet joining us in 29 days. I'm not sure where I'm going to station these guys yet. I think probably the first fleet I will move into New England. And Cornwallis, maybe I'll place him at Baltimore, or maybe I'll place him in New York. I don't know. I don't really know how the war unfolds in this game. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. So that's enough talking now. But like I say, if you are new, do please hit that subscribe button. And if you're enjoying the show, click like. It helps channels like this out. It's difficult on YouTube for smaller channels like this. I mean, but while I'm at it, I'd also like to welcome all the new subscribers who It's much appreciated to anybody who hit subscribe, and we got quite a few from that first episode of the series, so hopefully you're going to enjoy it and follow us along. I'm going to press play now and we're going to get started. I've split off a little part of this Boston fleet. I'm just sending these guys up towards Castine to have like a kind of a northern fleet going on. I might also send one of these. Oops, we've got some upgrades here. I'm just going to upgrade these guys. I mean, let's go for gunners. It still says, that's it, applied, okay. So I'll send these guys out, and we'll base them up at Portsmouth. Yeah, we'll send them to Portsmouth. Okay. I'm looking forward to getting started with some fighting in this game, because it's been a little while since I've played it, since I've been playing it, and we haven't had a fight as yet, obviously. So we could buy some brown besses. We've got plenty of money, so I suppose we could. Or we could just wait. Oh, actually, something a guy in the comments said, sorry, I can't remember who it was, but whoever it was, said that I should have been spending more of my reputation points. I've still got 85 of those, so I mean, I guess we could spend some. Couldn't spend 19 here and get colony organisation. Let's do that. And in fact, I might as well get the supply and logistics while I'm at it. So we're back down to 58. So we've spent quite a few there. I don't really know how many you've got to have, or if it even matters if you have any in here. Like I say, I'm pretty new to this game, so I was kind of using the first part of this game as almost like a tutorial for people to watch as I learn the game as well. And I'll continue doing that because, like I say, I'm not really well versed in this game. I have played the other Ultimate General games, but this is quite different. But anyway, you can now recruit militia regiments, loyalists. So we can now recruit loyalist militias who will fight for king and country against their rebel counterparts. These men are devoted to the crown and are eager to take up arms to protect their homes and property. Nice. So, with that in mind, maybe we could raise some militia regiments. I mean, I know we've got to have a certain level of loyalty. I think it's over 50%. Yeah, so you've got to have over 50% to have a militia regiment. Also, we need some muskets to give militia regiments, and we haven't really got any. So we've got a handful of brown best muskets, but we haven't got that many. We'll buy some. Let's buy... Do we want to spend 31,000? Yeah, let's just do 31,500. I mean, it seems like a lot of money, but it means we'll have over 1,000 brown besses in there. As well as that, let's buy some civilian muskets so we can maybe give some of these out to the militia. I mean, they're a bit crap compared to the brown best, but if we've got them, at least then we can give them out. They're pretty cheap. Okay, cool. It has hit our finances quite hard. But where are we going to place these guys? So we are making a bit of an army here in New York. We've got 2 regiments there, 2 regular regiments, and we're on 85%, but it is dropping. New Haven, 38%, that's not good. Hampstead, 83, pretty good. Hartford, Connecticut, is pretty good as well. Obviously, we want to hold on to these places that are very loyal to us, but I don't know if that's the right choice to put troops into there right now. I'm a bit worried about Quebec up here, which is on 70%, but if I raise troops up here, can I march them down to fight in other places or not? Not sure how well militia will fight away from their homes. We do have a regular regiment up here as well at Montreal. Be nice to get them down a bit further to the south where we might need them. St. John's has 580 men as well, regulars. So, well, I'm going to raise a regiment in Quebec. Maybe we'll move those guys, we'll leave those guys as the garrison up here and move those regular troops away. So this is what I was talking about, creating the regiment. So this is going to be a 150-man unit, and we've got some brown besses in there, but really, do I want them to have the best weapons? No, we're going to give them the civilian muskets. So we've got no 4-pound caliber guns. We've got 6 3-pound caliber guns. However, I'm not going to give this regiment any artillery at all. I'm just making this an infantry regiment, so 4 companies under Azariah Allison. I'm going to create him. And while I'm talking about regiments, what have we got here? Not enough ammunition, not enough provisions. Presumably that's going to come up to here? Or is it because it's right at the edge of the map? Maybe we've got nothing up here. We'll see what happens with that. I mean, let's see if that resolves itself. A Grimwolf, you asked for a light infantry regiment. I can't make a light infantry regiment yet. I can only make like just standard regiments. They can't have light companies in them, but we cannot make a full light infantry regiment. So I'm going to hang fire on naming your unit. If you do want to reconsider, let me know if you just want a normal unit called that, and then once we can have light infantry, I'm happy to give you another one since you are a channel member. If you're not yet a channel member, feel free to sign up for that, and I will happily name a regiment or a ship or several regiments for you. Let's move time on a bit here. Okay, so let's get the next project going. So we had that Colony Organisation 1, means we can have new militia regiments. I'm going to go straight into Colony Organisation 2, so we can have 5 more militia regiments, and then we can start getting them up there once we're getting more into the war. I'm going to go straight for this one, 7.5% research speed increase, which I think might be beneficial. Obviously, it will be beneficial in the long term. Oh, net total for the week, minus 44,000. Is that because we spent a lot of stuff? I hope so. Net total for the week so far, 30,280.1 in the good. I don't know. I don't know how this works. I don't really understand it. New fleet arrives. Oh, it's Smith. Okay, let's just hang on a second. So, Francis Smith has arrived with 2 regiments, the 25th and the 24th Foot, along with the 64th Dragoons. Now, we want them up here because I think this is the main issues are going to come from up here. So let's get these guys docked at Newport. Okay, so we're producing Brown Besses still. 562 more to produce. We've got 1,200 in there. 3-pound Galloper guns. We've now got 10. We're still building those. Got 2 more to go. I wonder if we take some of these off. Can we then? Ah, okay. So now we're building some of these 6-pounders. Let's crack on with that. Just adjusted the factories that we got. Not all factories or shipyards used in Britain. Okay, so production management. I don't know. Somebody else raised this, right? Why is the kind of the governor of the United States in charge of the production of this? Because we are playing as the governor of the United States, but we're also managing production in England. So I mean, it's a bit crazy, isn't it? We've got 1 factory to use, 1 spare. We're making some ammunition. I mean, I don't know if we need to. I just don't get it. 33 ammunition doesn't sound like very much to me, but is that a lot? Possibly. I really don't know. We're making some transports here. 17 more days for those. I've rented out 30 factories, like from foreign infrastructure, because we could only have 6 factories in England, and I don't understand why we've got 6 factories in England only. I mean, surely there's more factories than that in England, but you know, whatever. We are producing a fair amount of Brown Besses per day, 31 of those per day. We're doing some 4-pound Galloper guns. As you know, we didn't have any of those in the Americas, but here we do. We do have them in England, in Britain. Sorry, if I'm saying England, I mean Britain. So we're building a whole bunch of these 12-pounders for our ships. I'm going to build some more cannons for our ships, and that's going to be these 18-pounders. Let's make ourselves 20 of those. Does that assign? Yeah, and it assigns our 1 factory straight to that. Okay, great. So we've got a regiment at Middlesbrough as well. That army at Boston under ourselves. We're now at March the 27th. Presumably, oh, here we go. Meeting of the Provincial Congress. Provincial Congress organised by troublemakers are convening... Sorry, provincial congresses organised by troublemakers are convening throughout the colonies. I have ordered the arrest of the members involved in these gatherings as they incite unrest among the population and escalate tensions. So we've got 20 more tensions here. We are now at 100. Minus 20% government efficiency and massive loyalty drop almost all over the colonies. Okay, so I'm going to just slow this down a little bit. I'm going to now look at some militia regiments. Let's have a look. Where can we build them? Hertford. Okay, this looks like a decent spot to have one. It's kind of... New Haven's pretty low. Yeah, I'm going to build them in Hertford. Well, raise it at Hertford. Hertford. Okay, let's find a commander. Who do we like to look of? Samson Thomas. There you go, sir. It's your new command. Let's give these boys... We'll give them... One of them can have Brown Besses. The rest can have those civilian muskets. Maybe we'll buy some more muskets as well. And let's give them some guns. The 3-pound caliber guns. Okay. Create. So, not enough ammunition, not enough provisions. How do we get more of that? Is that still saying that at Quebec as well? Let's see. No, that's fine. So obviously, I guess maybe it draws it in as that goes. Smith is almost ready to land. We're going to have a regiment at Hartford. Where else do we need some troops? Maybe down in the south here. Wilmington, Georgetown, Charlestown. I think we'll probably benefit from a regiment in Charlestown, do you think? Or am I wasting my time putting these guys down here? Again, if you know, do let me know. I mean, I don't mind making mistakes in this game, if I'm being perfectly honest. I'm still learning it, and I think even if I do make mistakes, it's going to make it like a bit more of an interesting playthrough. Market. So I want to buy some more muskets. Buy these 62 Brown Besses. The Charleville 66. Should we buy some of those? They seem expensive. 29.3. Civilian muskets are pretty cheap. I mean, they're not very good either, I don't think, but I'm going to buy them. Screw it. Let's raise ourselves a militia regiment here. Nice. So we've got a force in the south now, at least, which we can possibly reinforce with some regular troops if the war, well, when the war spreads down here, I guess. Norfolk, like, do we need garrison these places? I'm not sure. I'm going to pop a regiment into Baltimore. And I think we need to create some more artillery as well. Let's make another 10 of these. Quite handy having these cheap little guns. And let's speed it up. Smith has arrived at Newport. Let's land his troops. Okay, nice. So we've got a couple of ships here now as well. We've got HMS Lookout and HMS Globe. So when this other force arrives, Cornwallis's force, I'm going to put them down at New York, I think. Or maybe New Haven. I'm not sure yet. New York or New Haven. Just upgrading the town hall. Let's also go ahead and make ourselves some merchant stalls. Going to add some military infrastructure as well. And let's speed it up. Loyalty is 100 to Portsmouth. That's nice. Or Falmouth. 39. Ooh, that's not too good. We are building a printing press, but I think it's probably too late to make much difference there. Construction of printing press in Quebec is ready. Printing press in Middlesbrough. Capital in Boston. And the carpenter shop in Hartford. Nice. So Middlesbrough now got a printing press. So we've got a little uptick here in loyalty. That's good to see. We do have a regiment in there as well, so hopefully that should mean we're doing okay. Yes, so the current garrison reduces rebellion chance by 100, so people probably don't fancy taking this regiment on. Just yet, anyway. Boston, the capital, is ready, so we're on 99% loyalty here. I thought that was quite low earlier than that. Portsmouth, still looking good. They've also constructed the capital there. Relation changes, so tension between us and the Creek will rise by 8. Tensions between the Miamis and France has risen. USA and Miamis as well. And the Cherokee and the USA has risen by 18. Ooh. So I'm going to raise another regiment here in Portsmouth as well, a militia regiment. Let's do it. Who are we going to give it to? I mean, does it matter too much? Let's give it to this guy. Kieran Daddy Mac. Kieran Daddy Mac G. Okay. So a militia regiment. Concerned by our lack of muskets, but I think we'll be alright. Great. Merchant stalls in New Haven has completed as well. Where's New Haven again? Right here. Nice. So they've got now merchant stalls is making us 271. I'm not sure if that's per week. Not enough resources for production. Not all factories are... So we've got some spare shipyards, but what resources are we missing? I can't really tell. I mean, none of it is in red, so... How do I know? Why doesn't it tell you? It looks to me like we've got plenty of resources. We've got everything available. I'm not entirely sure. We can spend reputation to get garrison command. What's garrison command? Plus 10% research speed. Well, do we want to spend 19 on that? I don't know. Port enhancement. Will get us the weaver's shop. Just going to leave that for now, I think. The Colonial Economic Council. I've gained control of all economic and tax authorities in the county and the colonies. The time has come to establish a comprehensive economic policy for the territory under my jurisdiction. To achieve this, the Economic Council will make vital decisions regarding tax adjustments. You can convene the Colonial Economic Council to propose financial policies through the Colony Control Panel. Collect His Majesty's taxes within 80 days. Alright. Haven't we already done that? It still says we haven't got enough resources. Tax committee available. Okay, so convene the Economic Council. Are you sure you want to convene the Economic Council proposal? Yeah, sure. I would like to propose an increase in taxes. I'm satisfied. I believe it's time for a tax cut. No, let's increase the taxes by 1%. Congress. Tax change plus 1%. New tax is 5%. Alright. Let's create a weaver's house in Baltimore. Let's speed things up. We can see the snow's melting away here. We're into April now. Not enough resources for production. Textiles. We've got none. Is that what it's saying? How do we make textiles buildings? Where do we make them? Okay, weaver's house. I think that's the only thing we can do. 16 days. So hopefully that'll sort itself out. Not all factories or shipyards are used yet. Well, that's okay. We've got no textiles. Provocateurs are active throughout all colonies, encouraging resistance against the crown and promoting the refusal to fulfill obligations owed to it. Some even advocate for the colony's separation from the mother country. Oh no, extra 10 tensions. We're still on 100, so I guess that's the max. Massive loyalty drop almost all over the colonies. Okay, so loyalty map. Let's have a look at this. I mean, it still looks okay to me. In most places, not everywhere, but in most places. I mean, it doesn't look amazing, but it looks okay. So Maryland, for example, 0% for the rebels. Pretty even here in Delaware. Those coastal states looking good, but inland, not too great. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't see that before. So unit's home region is Hartford. Casualties will lead to a loss of loyalty in this region. That makes sense, I suppose. I'm debating whether to move these guys from Hartford down to New Haven. Let's do it. Since the loyalty in New Haven is really not good. So they kind of just jerk move to there. No, that's fine. So rebellion risk has been reduced quite significantly by moving that regiment in there. I'm going to put a construction guy in here. It does cost 500 per week. But it's going to speed things up in there. So the weaver's house in Hartford is now complete. But international committee is available. Do we want to do anything with that? So we've got cultural respect going with the Iroquois. Can we do anything else? Trade agreement. Costs us 41 provisions. Shared hunting grounds. We'd lose 5 reputation points. We'll get better. Be friendly. Offer help to the Iroquois. Iroquois, is it? Iroquois? I really don't know. Creek tribes. We are friendly with these guys. Let's give them a cultural respect treaty as well. So 10 days for Cornwallis's fleet to arrive. Let's have a look at the barracks here, and let's create another infantry regiment. 3,000 brown besses in the... This is what I was on about, by the way, Grim, or anybody else who's watching. This is, we can't make anything other than Fusiliers as the mainstay of the force, and then we can add skirmishers later on. So, as things stand, I'm not able to make a light infantry unit. So 6-pound field guns for these guys. I will add some skirmishers to this unit, though, and some grenadiers. Let's go ahead. I don't know if resources still. It's still the same thing, even though we have just built a weaver's shop. Was that in Hartford? Yes. Textiles, I mean. So we've recruited all the militia we can so far. That's okay. We'll recruit another general here. John Burgoyne. Okay, he'll do. Let's get him shipped over. We're going to create a fleet. Going to add some ships to it. We'll add HMS Leverett. And let's get these guys on there. Oops, got to do one at a time. Great. Not sure if the conflict will have started by the time we arrive. Probably not, but I'm sending them with armed transports nonetheless. Let's set sail for the new world, for the colonies. So, the shipyard, we only got this one ship. Can we do another one? Let's have a look. So, 7th rate brig, let's create that. We got any guns for this? Guns are not found. Why not? Not enough resources for production. Oh, so we've got no coal, we've got no copper. Is this what it's on about? Why have we got no copper? Why have we got none of this stuff? So let's check the market. See if we can buy some of this stuff. Market 1. Okay, let's buy 1. Iron. I mean, there's nothing in this market, really. Tobacco, we've got quite a lot. Let's sell some of this. Furs, storage 5. Like, why have we not got more of that? I don't know. I don't quite get this system here. This the system of shipping items. So 4 ships on the way with 40 iron, 2 ships with 20 copper, 4 ships with 60 wood, 3 ships with saltpeter, 2 ships on the way with 50 ammunition. So that's outgoing. Provisions are coming from the colonies as well. We've got no ships anchored. We've got 40 transport ships. 37 demand. Does that mean 37 more? I have no idea. It's quite confusing. I'm looking forward to the war starting so we can fight some battles. Again, if I'm doing this completely wrong, stick it in the comments. I need all the help I can get, to be fair. The escalation in colonies. The situation is deteriorating. In numerous cities, the rebels are gathering forces and conversations about defying the crown are proliferating. This entire scenario is troubling. We must accelerate the deployment of our units from England to secure the main ports and guarantee a steady supply for the army. Yeah. So that's what I was thinking. If we move one of these armies that's coming down into New York, and then possibly this third one down into the south somewhere to keep those ports open. We've got this militia regiment down here in Charleston, but I mean, that's not much. That's 550 men. Not enough resources. Going to assign a project, of course. Naval bases is going to get us 2 new frigates and 7.5% increase in research speeds. Let's do that. Garrison command, 10% research speeds. Excellent. Let's do that one as well. 6 points to do that. Okay, cool. Let's do it. Like Norfolk, do we need a garrison in this place? I'm not sure. At least we've now got a garrison in Baltimore. Printing press in Falmouth is complete. Merchant stalls in Trois-Rivières complete. Garrison command's finished. Church is ready in Middleborough, so that helps to negate the negative loyalty things. Down to 14%. Boston's down to 93. Providence 63. I mean, it's okay because we've got troops here, but like, I think we're going to be in some trouble soon. So it's the 16th of April now, 1775. We're inching towards the war. The rebellion has started. It's the 17th of April, 1775. Throughout the colonies, the rebels have begun to seize settlements and organise armed groups. We did not foresee this development, and it is now likely that we will need to conduct full-scale military operations. It appears we must deploy additional army and navy forces to quell the uprising. The USA and Britain are now in war. Well, at war, I would say, but whatever. We're in war. I'm just going to slow this down. So we've now got a little blue dot on here. Fort Granville has flipped to the rebels. So as things progress, we'll see more and more blue dots. We're going to end up losing a whole heap of these. There's nothing we can do about that. We'll let that play out and see what happens. Okay, so start a tactical battle. Find some enemies and engage them in a tactical battle. Reward plus 10 reputation and 2,500 gold. So yeah, we can now see Hatfield has also flipped. There we are. Hatfield is gone. Chance of rebellion. Okay. I'm going to leave the garrison here with this army. Join army. I'm just going to slow this right down. These guys have got some perks. Just give them a little mix there. So that's 3 regiments. You can also brigade units together if you select 2 of them. Oh, hang on. Concord and Lexington battle, April the 19th, 1775. The rebels have concealed valuable military supplies in the small town of Concord. They have anticipated our expedition and have mobilized militias in the area. Will you confront them? Yes, of course we will. I will crush the rebels, sending a powerful message across all 13 colonies. My reputation will undoubtedly soar. We need more time to train the loyalists and acquire additional reinforcements before conducting any military operations. I won't jeopardize my reputation. We will take the field and we will fight them. Again, it's concerning how long this is taking to load. I hope this is not a sign of things to come. Just with early access games, sometimes this kind of thing can not be that great. I mean, I've been sitting here waiting now for about 3 minutes, which it's not a crazy amount of time, but it is for a computer game. Okay, so it's loaded in at last. 19th of April, 1775, Battle of Concord. For anybody interested, I did actually fight this battle on Total War. So if you want to check that out, it's in my playlist somewhere. Battles in History or something, I think it's called. And I fight this battle on Total War. It's quite a good one. So let's have a look then. Battle of Concord. Start. You are advancing to confront the rebels near Concord. Funny enough, I actually work near a place called Concord, next to Washington in the northeast of England, which is what the capital of the US is named after. You're advancing to confront the rebels near Concord. Our vanguard takes position, and soon the rest of our troops will arrive. Okay. The enemy has stashed weapons and ammunition in these fortified farms. More rebels are on their way to take part in the battle. We expect no less than crashing the enemy, I think it means crushing, and recover the magazine. Okay. Godspeed, General. Let's see. Oh, we've got Smith here. So, what troops have we got? We've got 3 Fusilier infantry. Let's see what it says about them, actually. Regiments? 120 men? I guess it's just the way it's depicted on the map. Professional, good efficiency, expensive. Yeah, I guess so. Fusiliers are professional soldiers suitable for attacking or defending a position and can be effective against any kind of opponent. They fight with discipline in a line, firing massive musket volleys or launching formidable charges using bayonets. Our light infantry are the 5th foot. Skirmishers are fighting in loose formation and automatically try to keep distance from the enemy. They can be used to hide inside forest and ambush harass enemy flanks. Delay the advance of enemy, raid, supply, and scout behind enemy lines, taking advantage of their large cover bonus and stealth. Alright. And we've got the General's unit, of course. The General is a non-fighting unit, cannot attack, but can be attacked and eliminated. Okay. Good to know. So the controls are largely the same as Ultimate General Civil War. So you can paint where you want the guys to go, or you can kind of click and drag or whatever you want to do. Oops, I pressed the wrong button there. What is going on? Okay, so we're fighting the Battle of Concord, and I'm streaming this on Discord, I think. I've never done this before, so God knows if it's working. Oh, our skirmishers are taking a few casualties there. That's our infantry lining up. Redcoat's ready to go. I'm going to press forward with one of the regiments. Get rid of these pesky rebel skirmishers. We're getting close. Don't fire till you see the whites of their eyes, boys. Nice. Now, I believe friendly fire is also a thing in this game, so we've got to be a bit careful. Oop, our boys are pulling it back a little. Alright, we've sent those guys packing. Let's swing around and take on that second skirmisher unit. Giving us some fire. Our skirmishers have lost 6 men killed, but inflicted 11 casualties. Not too bad, I guess. Let's keep spinning around. Keep up some fire. Keep going, boys. Suffering a handful of casualties, but I mean that's okay. It's to be expected. We are fighting a war here. Driven off the other skirmishers. I like how the musket smoke's staying on the field. That looks good. More rebels are marching in. Yep. That's not rebels. That's us. So presumably that's another early access thing. So we've got a whole bunch of other troops here. We've got some grenadiers. We've got some artillery, some more skirmishers, and some dragoons as well. Nice. I'm gonna bring the dragoons over here. Got some supply as well, which is bound to come in handy. Let's move that up there. The guns, okay, so yeah, let's get them going up here. That's kind of where they were going anyway. And the infantry can form up right there. We have driven them out of the woods again. Skirmish is going to move forward. Our infantry is going to take a bit of cover in the woods and move forward. Cavalry moving in. The graphics are quite nice in this game, I think. Not pretty well done. Let's move Smith forward a bit as well. The infantry's moving up. The guns are coming. Got to keep an eye on our supply. Make sure we don't get outflanked and have them stolen. Our men are pretty tired. 43 condition. 57. 52. Skirmishers are knackered on 0%. So I'm going to actually pull them back a little. Let them have a little rest and be fresh. Cavalry can fight mounted or dismounted, so you can have them dismounted and they'll fire. I think they might fire mounted as well, but not as well. Some fresh skirmishers arriving to take over from our tired ones. We've driven off one of those regiments. I mean, our redcoat regiments are doing really well here. Driven them both off. Our men are exhausted. We're going to let them have a little break. Let that condition build up again. Okay, the other regiments are in place as well. Let's advance. Left a few redcoat bodies strewn around here. Sign of the tough defences ongoing. Our artillery's opened up. I mean, I doubt it'll be very effective. It's Second Lieutenant Samson Kite killed in battle, so the commander of these guys has been killed. Ooh, some heavy casualties for them there. But we are taking this first place. We are capturing the farm, maybe, or the magazine, whatever that is. Let's move our boys in. We are winning at the farm. Okay, here's some more troops arriving. But that's okay, because we've got our boys on the left flank ready to meet them. Bring these guns up a bit. Just keeping this cavalry on the flank. Send the 4th up here to give them a volley and hopefully send them packing. There's only 44 of them left. Dismounting these boys. I mean, see if they can give some fire into these guys, I guess. Oh, there's some more troops arriving. Got to watch it on our left flank here. Oh. And some more rebels arriving on our flank. Come on, Smith, get out of there. Not sure where these guys came from. Reinforcement is here. Oh, that's theirs. Right. We do have some of these rebels in our rear now. Not ideal. I'm going to send a regiment off to our right because it seems like there's quite a few rebels over there. Get these boys bunkered up. Does that mean they're skirmishers? And if it does that mean we can ride them down with this cavalry? Let's try. Yep, we should make pretty swift work of these guys. The mounted dragoons should just rip them to pieces. Lexington Militia has shattered. Oh, they're actually coming to fight us. Okay. Good. Beverly Militia shattered. Dedham Minutemen is shattered. That's over here. Oh, look, they've actually surrendered. Nice. Some prisoners. Let's bring these dragoons over here. We still need to capture the magazine. There's quite a lot of rebels there, so let's just shoot it out with them for now. Lost quite a lot of men up here under these on our left flank. Could do with some more troops arriving. If we can shatter them with our dragoons, we will also maybe send these guys. Yeah, okay, great. Send these guys up here to help on our left flank. More rebels are coming. But they're not actually, that's our guys. Okay, so we've got a new general, more supply, and some more troops. Just what we need. I'm going to send 2 regiments. Oops, not there, like that. To the right flank. I'm going to send 1 regiment to support our left flank. Send Percy up to the left flank as well. So they've had enough. Got our prisoners here. Nice, excellent. Some more cavalry as well. Time to advance. In we go, boys. The enemy is struggling against the might of the British Redcoat here. Reinforcements here. Oh, more of theirs coming from our right flank. Do have some fresh units here. The 43rd Foot and the 5th Foot. The 5th Foot will watch our flank. And these Grenadiers will join the attack. Sweep these boys away. Which I think we should be able to do quite nicely. The dragoons are coming very, very handy indeed. Oh, here we go. Troops on their right coming to reinforce. So 500 more men coming in there. Plus possibly more that we can't see. Let's get the 5th moving forward into these woods. Minutemen shattered. Alright, great. So we can get rid of these guys as well. Ooh, only 69 men left in the 4th Foot. They've done some hard fighting over there. As shown by those bodies left strewn across the field. Yeah, they're done for as well. Excellent. Let's move Smith up for that morale bonus. A lot of rebels actually. Quite a lot indeed. Okay, well we are starting to push them back. Starting to push them out of there. Excellent. We're looking pretty good. We are pushing them out. These guys on our right flank suffered quite a lot of casualties, but I think we are winning the fight overall. And yes, I know I am in Discord. I've tried to do a live stream in here. I've just never done one before, so I thought since I'm recording a video anyway, I might as well try and do it as well. Hopefully it's working.
Hello. How's the recording going, if you're here? Probably away from his computer.
Okay, so I'm back in the game here. I think I've been streaming it on Discord wrong, but I think I fixed it now, so I have no idea. Either way, the battle's coming to a close here. We are fighting hard still, and so are the American rebels. Down 67 men in the 5th foot, but they are still holding their ground, sending the enemy running, which is what we like to see, of course. Let's get these skirmishers moving on. We've captured the objective, so it's kind of just a matter of mopping up the survivors, I guess. And I think these guys are just like AI units, maybe? Or I don't think this is our actual army. I think it's just the army provided by the game for this battle, if that makes sense. We've got General Percy moving up here to give us a bit extra morale boost. Our units are pretty battered, so some of these units are down to like into the double figures. 80 men left in the 43rd Foot, but they have managed to kill 106 rebels. Just holding a defensive position here. Going to dismount our dragoons. See if we can add their fire. We do have another unit of dragoons somewhere as well. Over here. You can see some rebel flags strewn around. Some of their prisoners back here as well. You love to see it. Mounting a little counter attack. Got 16 minutes left in game. Get these dragoons forward. Get some fire going. Routing some more rebels. Playing this is making me want to watch The Patriot for some reason, even though I didn't really like the film. I thought it was a bit lame. But it's making me want to watch the film. Maybe I'll rewatch it. Maybe it's not as bad as I remember. Sometimes that happens, doesn't it? Oh, what's going on here? We're all bunched up. So I had a quick chat with Hectic Harry in the Discord, who's telling me a bit more about streaming, because I'm a spanner at it, it turns out, which I'm not surprised at, but I will try and have another practice of it to make sure if I can get it right and get it up there onto Discord, because I would like to stream on Discord, because, you know, it's nice to stream. I always like watching live streams, so I figured maybe I'll try and do one, but I should have probably had a look at how to do it before I started. That would have been the smart thing to do, which is obviously why I didn't do it. Should have pulled these boys back a bit. We're on low ammunition. They're down to 53 men. Suffered a lot of casualties. We're down to 2 minutes to go. A little counter-attack coming here from the rebels. The rebels, the Americans, whatever we're calling them. I guess they are rebels at the moment, not really Americans yet. And the fight is finished. I don't know why this has gone off the screen again. Maybe it's some early access issue, but whatever it is, the fight is finished, and we're going to click finish. So we had 1,340 infantry, 4 guns, and 240 cavalry. They had 2,678 infantry, and they lost a whole chunk of them, more than half. We suffered 371 infantry casualties and 7 cavalry, so it could have been worse. We captured the goals that we needed, the units, you know. Efficiency? 6? Does that mean how many they killed, or what? I think it must be deaths inflicted, maybe. Light infantry did very well. Right, cool. We crashed the rebels and seized valuable military materials. We crushed the rebels. We got 10 reputation, even though I said we were going to get 5, but maybe it's because we hammered them there. I don't know. Anyway, it's April the 19th, 1775. We just fought the Battle of Concord and Lexington. We've brought the army out, but I don't know if we needed to be honest. It was a fun little episode, but I'm going to call it a day here. Again, I don't really know if the streaming worked or not. Ooh. New Haven's still got this rebellion thing. So if the streaming worked or not properly, I don't know if it worked properly in the end. I guess I'll find out when I talk to some of the guys on Discord afterwards. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope that if you are new here and you enjoyed it, you're going to stick around and watch the rest of the series. Hit that subscribe button. If you feel like becoming a channel member, feel free to do so. You get early access to videos for just 99p. It helps support small channels. It kind of compensates for the time spent in game, which is substantial. It takes a long time to do this. Oh, and Cornwallis has arrived. If you've got an idea where Cornwallis's fleet should go, stick it in the comments of this video. Let me know. Join us on Discord. Let me know on Discord anything that you think about strategy or this game in particular, the direction you think we should maybe go in, or whatever it is. I'm happy to engage with people. I always like chatting, especially about history and gaming. So join us for the next one. I hope you're having a great day, whatever you're doing, and I will catch you in the next one. Ta-ra for now.